video game music theory. Is so cool that instead of using text, I think I'm just gonna use my voice. Despite a different melody, the B section to this tune starts out using the exact same harmony as the B section to Float Islands. Going to the 4, and then the 3, and then the 4, and then the 3, and then jumping up a minor third, and doing it again. Something important to note is when it goes up a minor third, the melody lands on the major 7th instead of the major 9. This will be very important for later. The way we get back from C to E flat is so slick. Instead of going from A flat major 7 straight to G, we go from A flat major 7 to G sus. That way we can hold on to the C for a bit longer and then go to G, and then resolve deceptively to F. Before I talk about the repetition of the B section, I want to take stock of what's been established about the B section. 4-3 movement, and focusing on the major 9 in the melody. This expectation is further enhanced by the fact that you know Float Islands, and you know how Float Islands goes, so you're expecting it to repeat the same way. So we get a bit of instrument switch up, and then boom, we're in D flat. What? Boom, we're in G major. What? And then we're back to C. Now, why doesn't that feel completely insane? It's because my man Jun Ishikawa is a master of resolutions and contrast. I want to address Throughout this whole section, it's essentially the same thing except in different keys. We keep the 4-3 movement, and we keep the exact same melody, however it's moving through the keys. We move up a half step to the key of D flat by way of a secondary dominant. A secondary dominant is when a chord that isn't the 1 gets its very own dominant chord. In this case, it's the 4 chord getting its very own dominant, D flat. This is a 5 of 4 chord. But rather than repeat that for the next time, going up another half step to the key of D with another 5 of 4 chord, in what is perhaps my favorite moment of the entire tune, he jumps a tritone away to the key of G major. And he doesn't do this with a 5 chord. He quite literally uses the exact same 4-3 movement and jumps to the 4 chord of G major. That 3 chord in D flat is F minor 7. F minor 7 is also the minor 4 chord in C major. That F minor 7 retroactively acts as a minor 4 to 1 to the C major chord, which is just a beautiful resolution. And the restraint from Jun Ishikawa not to use a 5 chord, but to just let the natural resolution that is F minor to C major happen, perfect. Right when Jun Ishikawa is backed into a harmonic corner, he pulls out his last trick. Remember when I said halfway through the B section, it lands on the major 7th instead of the major 9? He uses that right here. When I said the melody is unchanged, I meant it. This is important because it lets him stick on that A flat the last phrase ended on, making the move to the 4 chord in G major even smoother. In addition, hitting the major 7 like that just gives that moment such a dreamy, melancholic, unexpected feel that's perfect. In true Kirby fashion, he sticks one last 5 of 2 at the end to bring us back to the start of the form.